This is how it happened. This is how the Batman died. "9 months ago, Joker was cremated. I pressed the button and burnt the evil bastard myself. And then, we waited. Gotham braced itself for the inevitable power struggle. But it didn't come. Crime actually fell. Deep down, I knew war was coming. I was just waiting for someone to pull the trigger.
Thanks.
No problem. Oh, thanks, honey. So, what'll it be? Your usual?
Sure.
Okay, chicken salad with no dressing.
No, you know what? Make it waffles. With a side of bacon. Don't tell my wife.
Whatever you say, officer. Oh, and if you want some more coffee, just shout. Next service, waffles with bacon on the side.
Thought Batman was supposed to be tough.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt your dinner, Officer, Owens. But there's a guy smoking over there in the corner booth.
Wait here. I'll have a word.
Yeah, my little niece and nephews are going out with me anyway. Little plastic mask old enough to know good night and everything in their faces. Running all over the place.
Yeah, that was a good choice.
How'd you get into that? Right.
Yep. Bruce Wayne, apparently.
Wish I had one. You know, I'd probably use it too. You know, actually go yachting. It's a status symbol for that.
Talk to that customer who's smoking before I leave.
Nope, he's turning it into an amusement.
I should talk to that guy who's smoking in the corner. I should have a word with that guy who's smoking in the corner booth. I should talk to that customer who's smoking before I leave.
One guy got $75,000 in compensation. Can you believe that?
Christina Bell? As in mass murderer Christina
And
Bell?
out tonight, enjoying Halloween.
We shouldn't talk about it.
I'll leave it to the loony.
Where's the car? The second I said Robin's name, he looked so disappointed. And angry.
Yeah, well, Batman's cool.
Excuse me, sir. There's no smoking in here.
He'd rather be gutted.
This demonstration used just 5 ounces of my latest toxin. Tomorrow, This will seem like child's play. Gotham, this is your only warning.
Next bus!
Scarecrow's threat worked. Yesterday, there were 6.3 million people in Gotham City. Today, not so many. The only people left are
Gotham's finest.
worse. Not enough good people left to... As 24 lose control of the city. Tonight, Gotham's relying on one man to save us all.
Tonight's the night we stick it to the bat. About time, if you ask me. All right, guys, it's party time! There won't be a Gotham left for Scarecrow to gas when we're finished. It's Batman! Don't forget, we gotta go see Penguin later. He's got something special planned.
It's confirmed. Rider spotted in the cauldron. Falcon 5 out.
I'm just glad you made it out okay. Sorry, I've got to go. Stay safe, Barbara. You still know how to make an entrance.
How's the evacuation going?
Last bus crossed the city limits an hour ago. I'm just glad my little girl got out when she did. Now the real work begins.
Any lead on Scarecrow?
We were tracking an unknown military vehicle speeding through Chinatown. It's the only lead we've had all night, but they gave us the slip. With the evacuation, I just don't have the manpower left in the city.
If you find it, tell your men not to engage. I'll deal with it.
Do you really think Scarecrow's crazy enough to detonate a chemical weapon in Gotham?
I won't let that happen, Jim. In case you need to reach me, it's going to be a long night.
All units, we've got a 10 in Sector 2. Missing patrol car. Unit 247. Suspected officer down.
Hey, Batman. Every damn time.
Oracle, I need the location of Unit 247.
Already working on it. How's my dad doing?
He's holding up.
Somehow, he always does. Okay, I'm sending through the squad car's location. Be careful. It's not looking good out there.
Some freaks chaining up dead bodies. Sounds pretty nasty. Go see. Floor it! Run him down! Ivy and Scarecrow had some sort of falling out. I think he may be breaking out the wheat. No, please! This ain't your city anymore. You said the others. You brought this on yourself, trying to be a hero. Please, break his jaw. That's here. Short. Some more.
Batman.
The city's overrun. We don't stand a chance.
Stay here. I'll send someone to pick you up.
What are you doing?
Evening the odds. Oracle, I need to track that military vehicle.
A squad car has picked up the pursuit. I'm relaying its location now.
Call off your men, Jim.
Golf Oscar 5-6, Commissioner Gordon. I'm calling off the pursuit. It's too late.
Sir, we can take these back. An RPG at us! Who the hell are these guys?
Pull back now. That's an order. Let Batman deal with this. 5-6 has taken a direct hit from an RPG. They're gone, sir.
Tim, please, Batman, you've got to stop him. Don't worry, Jim. He's mine.
Suspect in Chinatown. Batman's in pursuit.
That takes care of the vehicle. I need to interrogate the driver and find out what he knows.
Stay back, freak!
Where's Scarecrow?
Go to hell!
Where is he?
I got nothing to say to you, Batman.
Talk, or I'll crush every bone in your body.
Okay. He's working out of a penthouse in Chinatown. I swear that's all I know.
If you're lying, I'll break the other one.
The other one. Ah!
Oracle, check the chemical analysis I've just uploaded.
Sure. Is this what I think it is?
Scarecrow's new toxin. An uncontaminated sample.
You're not kidding. I'll prepare a full chemical breakdown on the back computer. What are you going to do?
Scarecrow's got a safe house nearby. I'm going to pay him a visit.
Let's hope this is the break we've been waiting for.
This is the place. The penthouse on the top floor.
Remind me to hit a toy chute. How long do we keep her in there? Until we get the order to gas her.
Do your worst. The boredom is killing me.
Oh, don't worry. You'll get what's coming to you when we're good and ready. Why do we have to wait? We can give her a deal. I'll tell Scarecrow it was your idea. I was just joking. Didn't sound like a joke. What, you think I wanted to know I was going against orders? Have you seen him? Yeah, up close. He's done something to his face, hasn't he? Looks like he's taken a knife and cut chunks. Rumor is he got his face torn off by some freak called Rock. Really? Looks deliberate to me. Yeah, well, I guess he figured he should look the part. You know, like a scarecrow. That's messed up, man. And speaking of messed up, why is she here?
I'm here because your boss has an inferiority complex. After all, he's only human.
Nobody asked you, freak. They offered her the chance to join. She said no. Scarecrow's gonna use her as his new lab rat. Pamela Isley. Able to control plants with her mind. Really?
Stick around and maybe you'll find out.
I've seen it with my own eyes. One of the guys who brought her got torn in two by some giant tentacle.
You make it sound so crass. It was beautiful.
Man, what's wrong with this city? It's just full of freaks. You are not wrong. Check compressor 5. We need to be ready to go when we get the order. Hear anything, Joey? Should be. No, Batman's here! Stop him!
Who it is? I can't say I'm surprised. You really review yourself. I've seen trees with faster reflexes. Something tells me. Well, that's made things a little more interesting.
Sir, it's Batman. He's here.
Were you expecting to find me, Batman? I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Take a look at the chamber. I want you to know the fear that is coming.
Listen up, Bat Freak. We're walking out of here, nice and slow. You try anything stupid, I'll blow her brains out.
Charming. But only one of us is getting out of this cell.
No! No! No!
nothing like a little natural immunity. What are you doing here?
Why did Scarecrow lock you up?
No hello?
Tell me.
And what if I don't want to?
Then I burn every plant in Gotham.
Started with the meet. Everyone Two-Face, Riddler, even poor Harley. Scarecrow said he had a plan. That we could take you out, and Gotham would be ours.
Over my dead body.
I believe that was the idea. I told him that I wasn't interested in his pathetic human games. And when I came to, I was locked up in that room. It's such a shame that his vile toxin has no effect on me. Nature always wins. Will he ever learn?
You're coming with me.
You only had to ask. What's wrong?
Go! We've got the target, sir. He's cornered. Don't move!
Are you sure it's him?
Confirmed, it's Batman.
Sir, that tank they have backing them up is unmanned.
Good.
I thought this would be tough. All it took was one tank.
And we brought an army to take you on. What a waste. This is it, boys. What everyone's afraid of.
.60mm cannon operating. Fire engaged. Batman, I've spotted 6 more unmanned tanks moving through Chinatown. They'll be there any second.
We need to leave.
The master of understatement as ever.
I need to know where those tanks are coming from.
I'm tracking several transport helicopters moving into the city. There are more on the way.
Activate the Batmobile weapon diagnostics. It's time to go to war.
No way I'm joining with Scarecrow. I like working for Two-Face. Half the time, anyway.
Simulation activated. Weapon energy system diagnostic test online. Stage 1. Destroy targets to charge up weapon energy and activate missile barrage. Missile barrage level 1 ready. Diagnostic stage complete. Stage 2. Charge the missile barrage to level 2 to destroy up to 4 targets at once. Barrage level 2 ready. Diagnostic stage complete. Stage 3. Taking damage depletes weapon energy. Charge up missile barrage to level 2 and destroy 4 active targets to complete diagnostic test. Barrage level 2 ready. Diagnostic test complete. Simulation complete. Batman, I'm seeing a transport deploying more tanks at Panessa Studios. I've warned GCPD to pull their men off the streets.
I'm heading there now.
Come in, all units. This is Commissioner Gordon. We have numerous hostile tanks deployed across the city. Gotham is under attack. I want everyone off the streets and back to GCPD. We're not equipped to deal with what's out there. Thank God there's someone who is.
Jim, tell your men they can resume their patrols. The tanks have been dealt with.
Thank God. Let's hope they were the last.
Don't count on it. I need the isolation chamber prepped at the GCPD lockup. I'm bringing in Ivy.
up on the lower level.
What the hell?
Hold your fire! It's Batman! What is that thing? Hit me? I thought we were under attack.
Any progress with the fear toxin analysis?
It's gonna take a little while longer. Drop by the clock tower when you're ready, and I'll show you what I've got so far.
Who taught you to drive?
Scarecrow's gonna break you, Batman.
Honestly, why do you even bother with these meat sacks?
Civil unrest? There's a war on the streets. We don't have the manpower or the equipment.
Well, look who it is.
Ivy. Well, that's one less thing to worry about.
Is the isolation chamber ready?
Glad you're putting it to good use.
Oh, good. Another cell. You feel safer now that I'm all locked up?
The reality of the situation is this.
You know these walls won't hold me for long. Still, if it makes you feel safer, I'll indulge the fantasy. For now. Locking me up is a sign of desperation, Batman. I can see it in your eyes. You're afraid. Why do you waste your time helping these pathetic creatures? So primitive compared to plant consciousness. You can't lock me in here like some human. It was Harley who broke me out of that police cell in Bloodhaven. Why don't you try arresting her? Why do you waste your time helping these pathetic creatures? So primitive compared to plant consciousness.
And as things stand, they're right. We're outnumbered, outgunned, and understaffed. But if we work smart, we'll get through this and take back the city piece by piece. We have outlying patrols searching for Scarecrow in Bristol, Kingston, Drescher, Otisburg, and Port Adams. We got a half-dozen choppers patrolling the skies, but make no mistake, we are not in control. Until we know what we're dealing with out there, until we have a solid lead on Scarecrow, our priority is to dig in here and look out for our own. Any questions? Okay, I'm gonna run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority 1, we're here to save lives, and it starts with the lives of your fellow officers right here at this precinct. I want a minimum of 4 guys on the roof at all times and a 6-man element patrolling the perimeter. We keep this building locked down. The only people who get in or out are our guys and the Batman. We have outlying patrols searching for Scarecrow in Bristol, Kingston, Drescher, Otisburg, and Port Adams. We got a half-dozen choppers patrolling the skies, but make no mistake, we are not in control. Until we know what we're dealing with out there, until we have a solid lead on Scarecrow, our priority is to dig in here and look out for our own. Okay, I'm gonna run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority 1, we're here to save lives.
Hey, Batman. I think I'm starting to find Ivy, attractive. Is that normal?
And a 6-man element patrolling the perimeter. We keep this building locked down.
I see horticulture at college. Maybe that's it. Hey, Batman. I think I'm starting to find Ivy, attractive. Is that normal?
Make no mistake, we're not in control. Until we know what...
Come on. Answer the phone, damn it. After what happened with Protocol 10, I wouldn't be surprised if that driver sues us. And wins.
Can you hear me?
That guy's not shut up since we got him in here. Pity he didn't break his jaw. Just about. The signal's real. After what happened with Protocol 10, I wouldn't be surprised if that driver sues us. And wins.
These ain't the usual weapons we find on Gotham lowlifes.
These ain't the usual lowlives, neither.
I hear you.
Took 4 of us to stick that guy in the cell. That's with a broken arm.
We found these weapons stashed in the car of the driver you brought in. This is state-of-the-art firepower. Stuff like this don't come cheap. There's a lot of money behind this army, Batman. A lot. We found these weapons stashed in the car of the driver you brought in. This is state-of-the-art firepower.
My wife, Batman, I just... she's okay.
Minimum of 4 guys on the roof at all times, and a 6-man element patrolling the perimeter.
This elevator's locked down, Batman. Only way in or out is through the parking garage. You seen Owens out in the cell? Scarecrow's gonna release that on the whole city. We're finished. My old man was a cop in this city. 30 years. It'd break his heart to see this. This elevator's locked down, Batman. Only way in or out is through the
Not attempt to approach the rioters, you hear me? Gonna get yourself killed. Hang on. I'm not a coward, Batman, but it'd be suicide to try and stop these animals. It's too many.
Priority 1. We're here to save lives, and it starts with the lives of your fellow officers right here at this precinct. I want a minimum of 4 guys on the roof at all times.
I've heard these excuses before, sir. You could start by telling the damn truth.
I'll end up as white-haired as Gordon before this night's
I
through.
don't see much coming back the other way. We're on our own here.
By the way, I've got Jack Ryder in the interview room. Guy was this close to getting killed trying to film the riots. He was asking for
I've
you.
got men searching as we speak.
Scarecrow can't be doing this alone. It's too big. The whole of Gotham? Not even Joker could have pulled that off.
I don't remember you being an expert.
We can handle those punks on the streets, Batman. But the militia and the rest of those freaks, that's on you.
We're moving as fast as we can.
The men are scared, Batman. Hell, I've seen some action in my time, but this is different.
There's not a whole lot I can do about that. Why don't they bill me when it's
We should count our blessings that green-haired bastard is dead. By the way, I've got Jack Ryder in the interview room. Guy was this close to getting killed trying to film the riot.
Got a solution.
He was
You just
asking
don't
for you.
seem to want to hear it. Screw you. Damn bureaucrats. We're on our own.
We can handle it, Jim. What's the latest?
We've got incidents cropping up all over the city. Cash, give us a rundown.
All right, let's see. First up, we've lost contact with the fire crew from Station 17. We've got their last known coordinates, but they're not going to survive out there on their own for long. Then there's this. It's a strange one. Body turned up. We didn't have long to look before the evacuation, but the forensics boys seemed freaked out. Real nasty. Also, we've had several sightings of the Riddler creeping around the train yard. Knowing that guy, he's got to be up to no good.
Look, I know you're busy, but anything you can do to help is going to save lives.
Don't worry, Jim. I have someone working a lead on Scarecrow. I'll see what I can do.
Good to hear. I've got a skeleton crew searching Gotham South and West. I'm gonna join him when I'm done here. We're gonna find that son of a bitch. Fernandez, it's Gordon. Give me an update.
I'll look into these later. Scarecrow's the priority.
Good luck out there, Batman.
I want you to link up with Michaels and work your way back along the East River.
Half the rioters out there have gas masks. Don't they watch the news? Scarecrow's toxin passes through anything. If any of our boys run into that kind of hardware, they're gonna be torn to shreds. Heavily armored vehicles have been sighted on Founders Island. It's confirmed. I'm picking up enemy chatter. I can't pinpoint a location. Half the rioters out there have gas masks. Don't they watch the news? Scarecrow's toxin passes through anything.
We can't deal with what's going on out there. I've got men down and I can't help them. I wish I was out there helping instead of writing these damn reports. Gotham doesn't stand a chance. Not this time. There's not enough of us. Still have to follow procedure, while the scum out there get to do God knows what. We can't deal with what's going on out there. I've got men down and I can't help them.
We just haven't got the men to deal with all this. I don't know where to start. It's hopeless. We all joke around about one of these psychos taking over Gotham, but you never actually think it's gonna happen. You know, people forget. There's your regular wackos still out there. They sure as hell ain't taking the night off. I mean, I'm scared. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Anyone who says they ain't, they're lying. We just haven't got the men to deal with all this. I don't know where to start. It's hopeless.
It feels pretty hopeless around here sometimes, Batman. You remind us there's still hope. And like, a way we can actually win. Just keep doing what you're doing out there, getting Gotham back. It feels pretty hopeless around here sometimes, Batman. You remind us there's still hope. And like, a way we can actually win.
Would you believe it? I just got transferred today. I got a lot of catching up to do. So are you, like, allowed to be just walking around here? Of course you are. Sorry, sir. Would you believe it? I just got transferred today. I got a lot of catching up to do.
Good to see you, Batman. I think the others forget we're in here sometimes. On the craziness scale, I bet tonight's hitting a 10, huh? Good to see you, Batman. I think the others forget we're in here sometimes. Run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority 1. We're here to save lives.
We don't have time. Go in pairs. Watch your backs. If you spot something, call it in. This ain't the time to be a hero.
I can't believe how quickly everything's changed. I was doing a normal shift on a normal day, and now this. Does anyone know what the hell's going on here? What does Scarecrow even want? Is it money? Good luck with that. Protocol 10 wiped this city clean. I can't believe how quickly everything's changed. I was doing a normal shift on a normal day, and now this.
If you ask me, we should use some of these weapons instead of letting them gather dust.
Might even things up a little.
God knows we could use the help. Sounds like we're getting killed out there. We ain't got the firepower to deal with tanks. We're not gonna do any good here, Batman. It's hopeless. Us sticking around means one thing. More body bags. Sounds like we're getting killed out there. We ain't got the firepower to deal with tanks.
One stuffed bear and a canister of Titan formula. Owned by Bane, a.k.a. Unknown. Guy was messed up anyway. Serious Titan withdrawal. My guess, he's off somewhere getting clean. And he's not going to be happy when he comes back. One vial of Titan formula. One set of wind-up explosive false teeth. One pair of actual X-ray specs. One toy gun loaded with one toy and 5 real bullets. All used by the Joker. No known alias. It's one hell of a toy box. I'm glad no one's gonna play with it again. One custom-tailored top hat, worn by Jervis Tetch, a.k.a. the Mad Hatter. The guy's mad, all right. He tried to brainwash Batman in Arkham City. He got the Wonderland kicked out of him instead. I hated letting him go. This guy's too creepy to stay free. One Arkham Asylum branded shock collar, worn by Killer Croc, a.k.a. Waylon Jones. We found this thing in the sewers under Arkham City. And that ain't good, because it was supposed to keep that bastard under control. One rifle and 2 wrist-mounted guns, used by Floyd Lawton, a.k.a. Deadshot. Another guy we had to let go after Arkham City got shut down. Still, doesn't mean he got his toys back. 2 ceremonial swords, used by Ra's al Ghul. We found these at the bottom of Wonder Tower the night of Protocol 10. They were covered in blood. No body, though. One ventriloquist dummy, a.k.a. Scarface. This ain't the original Scarface. It's a Joker knockoff. Don't ask me why, but the clown took a liking to these creepy things. One freeze ray, used by Mr. Freeze, a.k.a. Victor Freeze. We, had to stop playing with this after the commissioner caught us making ice cream. Freeze has kept quiet since leaving Arkham City. Maybe Batman finally talked some sense into him. A selection of body parts belonging to Warren White, a.k.a. the Great White Shark. White got himself sent to Arkham on an insanity plea. He lost a few things other than his mind while there. Made the new look work, though, I gotta say. One Tommy gun, used by Peyton Riley, a.k.a. the Ventriloquist. Or maybe the gun belongs to the puppet. I never really understood what's going on there.
Talia.
One black mask worn by Black Mask, a.k.a. Roman Sionis. Sionis never really recovered from the night of the Black Gate riots, the night Joker showed up. Roman was an old-school gangster. Joker, well, I'm not sure what he was. One mask and jacket worn by Anarchy, a.k.a. Lonnie Machin. I wasn't even a cop when this kid tried to hit Gotham. No one's seen him since. No one knows where they're keeping him. I guess the government don't like anarchists too much. One pair of shock gloves, worn by the electrocutioner, a.k.a. Lester Buczynski. Joker hired this guy on the night of the Black Gate riots. And then he killed him. I heard Batman borrowed these for a while before handing them in. I guess he prefers beating up punks the old-fashioned way. One electric charge gun used by Batman, a.k.a. We don't like to ask. Batman dropped this here with the rest of the Arkham City evidence. Nice to have some of Batman's gear in the evidence room. I hope he doesn't ask for it back. Asylum branded shock collar, worn by Killer Croc, aka...
Someone killed, mutilated, and poked for clues.
I ain't stopping him.
Don't look at me. Does anyone know what the hell's going on here? What does Scarecrow even want? Is it money? Good luck with that. Protocol 10 wiped this city clean.
Never seen him up close before.
Gordon's crazy going out there.
You really think you're gonna stay? This city's his home, where he raised his family. He'd die for that.
Just us, Lola Gotham, against the army. Oh, and as if that wasn't enough, whatever Scarecrow's cooking up. Bringing in Ivy was a smart move. I don't care if she did turn Scarecrow down. She can't be trusted. Just us left defending the whole of Gotham against the frickin' army. Oh, and as if that wasn't enough, whatever Scarecrow's cooking up.
We've got your back in here, Batman. All of us. Owens from the diner probably wants you dead, but everyone else? Team Batman. You know, as long as that symbol's in the sky, there's still hope.
Okay, I'm gonna run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority 1, we're here to save lives. It starts with the lives of
God knows how we got out without shooting anyone. The people in that diner tore each other apart.
Is it just me? The toxins don't seem to be wearing off.
I hope you're wrong. He's going through hell in there. Paramedics say there's nothing we can do for him. Just pray. I've known the guy for years. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Seeing him like this, it ain't fair. Paramedics say there's nothing we can do for him. Just pray.
You should hear some of the stuff he's saying. Sounds like he's dying in there. Anyone figured out whether this is contagious? Maybe we should stick him in the cell with Ivy. You should hear some of the stuff he's saying. Sounds like he's dying in there.
Hey, Batman! I guess Scarecrow gave a slip. You broke my wrist for nothing! He's got plans for you, Batman. You and all your friends. Tonight's the night we finally break the Bat. It's over for you, Batman. When Scarecrow's through with this city, there'll be nothing left. What, you've got nothing to say? How about an apology? Are you just gonna stand there and take it? Hey, you're looking worried, Bat. Guess you figured out this is the end for you. They'll get me out of here. And when they do, I'll be coming for you, Batman. There's a storm coming your way, Batman. You ready for it?
What are you doing here, Ryder?
Hey, how's my favorite masked vigilante? One of those nights, huh?
You shouldn't be in the city.
Bet you're wondering about the tape. I'll let you in on the action if you promise to keep me in the loop. What do you say?
It's not safe. You should have left with the evacuation.
And missed the biggest story of the year? Hell, the century. This is it. My chance to get back on top. Quid pro quo, Batman. What What's the latest on Scarecrow? Any leads?
Stay out of trouble.
Hey, I try. Trouble always finds me.
I just keep waiting for something bad to happen. And then I realize it already has. Even when we were loading the evacuation buses, I thought something could be worked out. A deal, a ransom, anything. But that's not Scarecrow, is it? He can't be reasoned with. I just keep waiting for something bad to happen. And then I realize it already has.
I've never seen anything like this, man. Even Gordon looks worried. Nothing scares that guy.
It was too quiet for too long. They were planning it, biding their time.
That's all we've been hearing on the news is how great Gotham is. Gotham is cured, zero crime.
What did we all do? We lapped it up. We should have known better. Gotham's as sick as it ever was.
It's hitting the rookies the hardest. Some of them are just out of the academy. No amount of training prepares you for this. There ain't no easing into this job. It's the deep end. You either sink or barely stay above water. It's hitting the rookies the hardest. Some of them are just out of the academy. No amount of training prepares you for this.
What's your name? Slow breaths, John. Breathe with me.
Batman, we're not doing too good in here. It don't look it, but we're the lucky ones.
Everything's gonna be okay, John. Just stay still.
Oh, man, my head. Someone got me real good. Great help we all turned out to be. The lowlives out there must be laughing at us. Oh, man, my head. Someone got me real good.
I have to get back out there.
You're not going anywhere. You've got a concussion.
They need help.
You won't be helping anyone in your state. You'll get yourself killed.
I left them. My friends.
Listen, you did everything you could. It's not your fault.
Scum. They own the streets now, not us. Something tells me there's gonna be a lot more guys like me in here pretty soon. We've lost control, Batman. We never stood a chance. Something tells me there's gonna be a lot more guys like me in here pretty soon.
Bobby, they pulled him from the car. He was screaming. They beat him. The whole crowd cheering. They tore him to pieces like animals. All this needs to be stopped. Bobby, they pulled him from the car. He was screaming. The whole crowd cheering. They tore him to pieces like animals.
Batman, just want to say it's good to have you on board. You're probably safer than all of us down here put together. But be careful, please. I thought Gotham would be a good place to raise a family. Looks like I was wrong. I still haven't heard from my husband. He took our daughter in the evacuation. I keep praying they're safe. I'm processing the driver of the vehicle you took down. He's not your typical lowlife. Nothing on record besides a speeding ticket when he was 18. You're probably safer than all of us down here put together. But be careful, please.
I still keep seeing that car coming for us, Batman. I was like a rabbit in the headlights. You know, from what I've been hearing, that car of yours more than evens the odds. And that's without the guns. The streets are crawling with rioters. Everywhere you turn, there's a shop front being trashed or a car being torched. It's unreal. I still keep seeing that car coming for us, Batman. I was like a rabbit in the headlights. This thing's had a serious upgrade.
Air support turned into some kind of tank.
Nice.
Don't get too close. He's here. Back up! No way the army's coming in here. The civilians made it out. That's all anyone cares about. Watch your back out there. If we lose you, we're finished. No way the army's coming in here. The civilians made it out. That's all anyone cares about.
You hear about that body we found? I tell you, that ain't no regular murder. Seeing the body messed up like that, it's sickening. I'm just glad we got everyone evacuated in time. Can't imagine an entire city affected by that toxin. It'd tear itself apart. You hear about that body we found? I tell you, that ain't no regular murder. Seeing the body messed up like that, it's sickening.
At least we got Ivy locked up. Last thing we need is her out there working her magic. The others might not say it, but thanks. We couldn't do this alone. At least we got Ivy locked up. Last thing we need is her out there working her magic.
Lead on that fire crew. We know where one of them is, right? A lot of empty cells back there, Batman. Let's start filling them up. What's the lead on that fire crew? We know where one of them is, right?
Good evening, Mr. Wayne. I hope the car spoke your high expectations.
Actually, Lucius, she's a little sluggish.
I had a feeling you'd say something like that. Give me a few moments, and I'll bring the afterburner function online.
Thanks, Lucius. It was good of you to stay behind.
You want to thank me, Mr. Wayne? Just try not to hurtle off the road. I should have some more upgrades ready soon.
Remnants of Gotham, I have messages for you. The legend of the Batman will be worth nothing at all.
Alfred, I found the mutilated body Cash was talking about. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect. A wedding ring in the lower intestine, the inscription. The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. The victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
Is that enough? Not shot. We can take more. Ain't that the fireman? Please, no more. You know, I never learned respect for fire. Rushing into burning buildings, rescuing kittens from trees. Yeah, you guys are straight up. Say it.
Say what?
Say I'm a hero.
I'm a hero.
You don't sound like a hero. Louder!
I'm a hero.
Come on! Convince us!
I'm a hero.
That's... Now I'm convinced. Roach, show Mr. Fireman what we do to heroes!
No! No!
Over here! Please!
God, it's really you.
What happened here?
Our truck was attacked. Rioters dragged us out one by one. We were separated, taken away. Please, they're gonna kill us.
I'll save your crew. Wait here. I'll get a GCPD officer to pick you up. I'm going to the train yard. Nigma's planning something. He always is.
I got a taste of scare gas once. I really want another one. Nice driving, idiot. He's right there. Just go! You want to take the...
By the time we're finished, there's gonna be nothing in this stinking city.
Riddler, tell me what you know.
All right, I'll talk. Just me.
Good.